Welcome back to Advocacy, Alchemy with Professor Ross. As you see, we are looking at some photos here of Sean Combs. Why, you may ask, are we watching or looking at photos of Sean Combs and not video of him in the courtroom? Credit goes to Jane Rosenberg and Christine Cornell. They create these photos of actual what P. Diddy looked like in the courtroom over the last couple of days. Have you ever wondered why cameras aren't really allowed into courtrooms? Now, there have been instances where we've seen cameras in the courtrooms. Say, for instance, the O.J. Simpson trial. Most of the time, you only have cameras allowed in these huge cases, right? Why is that? Why aren't cameras allowed in the courtroom? Let's take a search. Or let's take a look at some information. Now, I can tell you, before we even do this search, in my home jurisdiction, we don't allow cameras. When I say cameras, I mean even photographers or video cameras in court. Now, we do have Zoom conferencing, but really we don't allow cameras in court. I've always wondered what is really the driving reason behind not allowing cameras, to film most of these trials that are happening. Most courtroom appearances are public hearings. All right, there are certain hearings that are not public, and those are usually some probate matters dealing with children, minor children, adoptions, or really adoptions is the main one. Or if you have minors and some of those crimes involving minors. Juvenile court is also, all juvenile hearings are closed hearings. So we do have some hearings that are closed to the public, but otherwise people can come and sit in the courtroom and see what business is happening on any given day, working day, not on the weekend, because the public building isn't open on the weekend. But more specifically, in federal court, like we have Sean Combs here, 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 and here, cameras are not allowed. Why are cameras not allowed in federal court? Now, I can tell you this is probably going to pull back information about how to keep the process pure. To people act differently when people know they're being filmed, okay? That's going to be a big thing. When people know there's cameras up there, people are going to ham it up for the cameras and do all that kind of stuff. Let's see what it says. Why are cameras not allowed in federal court? Cameras in courts, United States courts. All right, cameras are generally prohibited in federal courtrooms to maintain the integrity and solemnity of judicial proceedings, to keep it pure, as I said, to keep it honest, to protect the privacy of the participants, and to prevent potential distractions. Let me ask you all, do you think that cameras in the courtroom when someone's life is at stake, do you think it causes distractions? Now, if you don't remember, here recently, there is a huge trial that's been going on for months on end in Georgia, the YSL trial. And most of that trial, well, I think all of that trial is actually being broadcast. You can tune in pretty much any day and any day of the regular work week, and they probably will be having court there in Georgia dealing with that trial. It's a RICO case, similar to what the charges are being brought against Mr. Combs. And this picture here looks like R. Kelly to me for some reason. I'm guessing it's from the same day because he's wearing the same uniform as this one, but man, that looks so much like R. Kelly and not like Sean Combs to me. All right. Funny there. I mean, he's in just as bad a position as Robert Kelly at this point in time, but you know, that's neither here nor there. It's interesting though. Do you believe that when cameras are present, does it distract from the proceedings and what we're trying to do in the court system? All right, let's see here. This ban is codified in the Federal Rule of Criminal Procedure 53, which states, except as otherwise provided by a statute or these rules, the court must not permit the taking of photographs in the courtroom during judicial proceedings or the broadcasting of judicial proceedings from the courtroom. All right, we have the second paragraph here that says the Judicial Conference of the United States, which sets policies for federal courts, has also endorsed this prohibition, emphasizing concerns that cameras could intimidate witnesses and jurors. Ooh, that's probably a key thing also. I didn't really think about that, but you don't want people who have to be involved in the process. Remember we talked about you need 12 jurors for criminal cases in the United States. For felony criminal cases in the United States, 12 jurors. If their faces are going to be broadcast to the world and people know that they were on a jury that either acquitted someone of the charges or found them guilty, I mean, that could be dangerous, depending on the type of case and who we're talking about bringing to trial. All right, and it says, and might lead to disruptions in the courtroom. However, there have been limited exceptions and pilot programs. For instance, the Ninth Circuit Judicial Council authorized certain districts to continue a pilot program allowing cameras in civil proceedings under specific conditions. The Ninth Circuit is California, just so you know. Additionally, legislative efforts such as the proposed Sunshine in the Courtroom Act have sought to grant judges the discretion to allow cameras in federal courts, though such measures have not been enacted into law. All right, so we see for federal court, there's a basic prohibition, meaning that cameras will not be allowed in the courtrooms. All right, hence, we have people with the courtroom sketches. All right, let's delve into courtroom sketches. All right, courtroom sketches have long played a vital role in documenting legal proceedings. And before I read any further, I will say that in my home jurisdiction, we don't have a courtroom sketch artist either. So you know, I guess we sort of lose out. Now, I'm not really certain if we would get one on a capital a capital case where the death sentence is being or is on the table. But in every murder case I've had before, we don't have a sketch artist, so that's interesting. All right, but jumping back in, especially in the United States where cameras are often prohibited in courtrooms, this art form offers a visual record of the trials, capturing scenes and emotions that otherwise remain unseen by the public. The practice of courtroom illustration gained significant traction during the 1935 trial of Richard Hauptmann for the kidnapping of the Lindbergh baby. The intense media coverage of this case led to the establishment of the Special Committee on Cooperation between the Press, Radio, and Bar. Interesting. Which aimed to address certain concerns over media influence on legal proceedings. All right, throughout the mid-20th century, courtroom sketch artists became fixtures in high-profile trials. So see, even they're talking about you use them for high-profile trials, providing the public with glimpses into cases like Charles Manson trial in 1970, Bill Robles, captured dramatic moments such as Manson leaping at Judge Charles H. Older, pencil in hand. Oh, crazy. All right. Okay. That's interesting. But the key thing here from today is, hey, look, there's a prohibition against cameras in federal court. Now, once again, we talked about it in Georgia. They're currently filming the YSL trial, and that's available to watch. If you were to go to YouTube and put YSL trial in, you'll probably pull back a lot of courtroom footage. Here, it kind of brings about the idea that, hey, when you don't have cameras there, it becomes, and it seems kind of secretive, doesn't it? All right. But with that, everyone, this is Advocacy Alchemy with Professor Ross. It was a quick one. I'm out of town right now, but this came across, and actually I have a relative who asked me about that. I said, you know what? Might be worth talking about, even if it's only for a few seconds. All right. Once again, this is the art of Miss Rosenberg, and actually I don't recall what the other lady's name is, but I'll make reference to both artists in the description below. You all have a good evening.